8 day representing my school Birla Bharati for the Fashion Fiesta.
Today I'm wearing a Muga Mekla chadar which is originated from Assam. It takes about 1000 cocoons to generate 125 grams of silk and around 1000 grams of silk is needed for a sari. Origin: Muga silk is produced in Assam. It is also called the golden treasure of Assam. The source of the silk is sensitive Muga silkworm. It is organic and natural and has the strongest natural fiber. Let us know about its speciality. The thing that sets it apart is that Muga silk is one of the rarest silk is golden in color. Muga means yellowish in Assamese. Products: it is used in making hats, caps, stoles, bridal wares, kurtas, etc. Now, let us know about the maintenance. Washing the fabric gently in cold water with a mild detergent can help maintain Muga silk. Marketing influence: the Muga Mekla chadars are now catching the eyes of the women across India, with its continuous showcase being in the Lakme Fashion Week. It is said that generally a Muga silk fabric outlives the wearer. It is known for its resilience. Muga silk's brightness improves with every wash.
Hello everyone, I am Farhana Tabassum from class 7A. I am representing my school Birla Bharati for Fashion Fiesta. Today I am wearing a sari made up of Banarasi silk. In the world of fashion, Banarasi sari remains the Indian sun and has been a subject for great inspiration and appreciation for worldwide costume connoisseurs. A Banarsi sari is a sari made in Varanasi, an ancient city which is also called Banaras. Ralph Fitch describes Banaras as a thriving sector of the cotton textile industry. The earliest mention of the brocade and zari textiles of Banaras is found in the 19th century. With the migration of silk weavers from Gujarat during the famine of 603, it is likely that silk brocade weaving started in Banaras in the 17th century and developed in excellence during the 18th and 19th century. During the Mughal period, around 14th century, weaving of brocades with intricate designs using gold and silver threads became the speciality of Banaras. The traditional Banarsi sari is done with cottage industry for about 1.2 million people associated directly or indirectly with the handloom silk industry of the region around Varanasi encompassing Gorakhpur, Chandauli, Bhadohi, Jaunpur and Azamgarh districts. During the Mughal era, the raw material that is silk used to come from China, and today those are replaced with Bangalore silk where sericulture is a unique industry. Still today, silk from Chinese powerloom is in great demand, which comes via Nepal. The weaving of these Banarasi saris is observed at Banaras, and currently approximate 40,000 active weavers are found. Along with them are active dealers, dyers, designers and supplementary support providers. Before the weaving, the silk yarn undergoes few steps and then the weaving begins. The jacquard card, spools and beam is set up with suitable color yarns and weaving is done. Sari woven from this fine silk is very famous and it is sold all over India and across the world because of its gold, zari, silver, handwork, natural silk and excellent embroidery. Thank you.
Good morning, this is Swastika Dutta, representing Birla Bharati School for the Fashion Fiesta. We all have been awed by the beautiful Chandri fabric, and yet we know so little about it. So let's take a quick look at this fabulous fabric. The town of Chandri in Ashoknagar district of Madhya Pradesh is known for its historical importance as well as the world famous hand-woven Chandri saris, referred to as woven air because of its transparency and the sheer texture of the fabric. Chandri saris are set apart by their lightweight and glossy texture that is different from any other textile woven or produced. Chandri saris are known for their soft pastel hues, however, with changing times, vibrant combinations of red and black, turquoise, navy blue, fuchsia, and white also exist. The other distinguishing factor is the use of motifs such as peacocks, lotuses, coins, celestial figures, geometric patterns, artistic intertwining lines, and figures of animals. While some references to the Vedic period in Indian mythology suggest that Chandri fabric was introduced by Lord Krishna's cousin Shishupal, one can also find its mention in Masir Ayalamgir, wherein it is stated that Aurangzeb ordered the use of a cloth embroidered with gold and silver for making khairat. Chandri saris are produced from three kinds of fabric: pure silk, Chandri cotton, and silk cotton. The saris are among the finest in India and are known for their gold and silver brocade or zari, fine silk, and opulent embroidery. The craft of weaving Chandri has been practiced in families for generations. There are over 3,500 looms working today, and thousands are dependent on this craft directly or indirectly for their living. The unique characteristic of the sari is achieved from the precise weaving of silk and zari in the traditional cotton yarn that results in the shimmering texture and effect in the final product. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Kananika Malik from class 8B and I'm presenting my school Billa Bharti for Fashion Fiesta.
The sari which I am wearing is of Bishnupur silk. Bishnupur is widely famous for its Baluchari saris. It is a unique sari which are hand woven in richly dyed silk. They depict stories from epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. This royal art of weaving became world famous for the portrait of the royal lifestyle and trends. These saris are produced by local silk yarns. Firstly, yarn is bleached with the help of chemicals to soften it, and then it is twisted to give strength. Then after it is stringed in handlooms. The design to weave is drawn in plain paper counting the squares as per looms. The price factor of Baluchari saris also vary with the quality of manufacturing. The making of jala for such a piece translating the pattern on the machan takes about 4 months if worked on continuously, while the weaving takes up to 1.5 months. Since the production of sari is painstaking and time consuming, they are highly priced.
Good evening everyone. Today I, Ahana Jackie from class 8C is going to present our school Billa Bharti for the Fashion Festa. Today I am going to talk about the sari which I am wearing presently. It is the silk sari which has kanta stitch embroidered beautifully on it. The silk sari can also be said as the kosa silk. Kanta stitch is one of the most beautiful Bengal handcraft stitch. Kanta stitch can be found mainly on plain silk and tussar silk saris. The hand work which can be seen are all woven by both men and women, which takes about 1 week to 1 month to complete. The tussar silk can make from a specific species of silkworm which belong to the moths. Tussar silk saris are famous for their rich variety and deep gold color. Tussar silk sari can be found abundantly in the states of Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh and West Bengal. Tropical tussar silk saris are found in the semi-Himalayan belt states of Assam, Meghalaya and Manipur. The silkworm which are used to make the tussar silk saris needs to be kept in the approximate temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius. The tussar silk sari can be worn in any type of climate as they are very comfortable and soft. The process which is used to make the tussar silk sari is known as spinning. The specific species of silkworm which are used to make the tussar silk saris are A. profile, A. fairy, etc.
Hello everyone, this is Maureen Trishil from 7B. I'm going to say about the Mangalgiri sari for the Fashion Fiesta. So I'm going to say about the Mangalgiri sari, which is from Andhra Pradesh. And so today I'm going to talk about some of its features and its origin, history and location and many other things. So let us see and let us know about this sari. Mangalgiri saris are made in the Mangalgiri city of the Gunta district located in the Andhra Pradesh. Mangalgiri city was first known for its pilgrimage destinations at first, but now it's known for the Mangalgiri sari, which is now world famous. Mangalgiri saris are too comfortable to wear during any seasons because they are very smooth, fine, soft and purely made. The weavers of the Mangalgiri city are dependent on this business only because this is the only way they are now earning. Present day scenario says that Mangalgiri fabrics are now used to make tops, dupattas, kurtas and many more other dresses. Market trends say that Mangalgiri fabrics and textiles are now too famous because all the new generation of the teenagers are very excited to wear them.